Hello, Sag. How are you guys? I hope that you are well. I had to take a brief intermission, but I'm back. Hi, hello. Some quick announcements. I will timestamp in the comments when the reading starts if you are impatient. I have a bunch of cool new stuff on my website. I haven't seen this done before. It's an idea that I had that I thought would make things a lot easier for people. And I really haven't seen this done. I always try to look and see if I can find anybody else that's doing that, just to make sure I'm not taking anybody's idea. That stuff's kind of important to me. Some things, like making bath salts, obviously a lot of people make bath salts, but I don't want to claim something as my idea if there's somebody else that does it out here. So you can correct me if I'm wrong. I have not seen this done before. Okay. I started making keychains that are spell bottles. So I have, these skulls are for Stop Gossip. So they are made to turn back any slander, gossip, word magic used against you. They are meant to ward against people like this and kind of protect you. So, wearing crystals, carrying crystals, mojo bags, stuff like that can help with these things, but you can lose them. They're hard to keep up with. I thought, this is something you just put on your keys and it's with you. Most people take their keys with them when they're outside of the house. So it's a way to kind of protect yourself. As well as I have had a lot of people with kids tell me that, they're worried about their children being attacked spiritually, and what they can do about it. And there are herbs out there that are, historically used to protect children. But again, your child probably doesn't want to carry a mojo bag around, and even if they did, they would lose it, they would spill it. So I've started making little keychains that are kid friendly, so you can put them on their backpack, on their bag, before they go out. I've been trying to make gender neutral. These are all customizable. I have different ones coming out. These are what I have available now. If you guys have want to get it for somebody and you have a certain color that you want, or you have a goth kid that likes a skull instead, but you wanted to protect children, just email me, let me know. This stuff is really easy for me to customize for people, and I like making custom orders anyway. It's fun for me. So I have that available. I have 5 new oils. I have new kits out too. So I have home blessing, a business blessing, and I have soul tie cutting kits. I'm really excited about these. A lot of people have asked me how to cut soul ties, and I have a blog that I did last year giving the basic how to do it, but I ended up just making a kit, and it has a bunch of cool stuff in it. Bath salts that I have fixed for you, and they're really fun because the white powder actually turns turquoise, sparkly turquoise when it hits the water. I have photos of that on my Instagram if you want to see what these look like. It comes with 2 bath bombs. I don't have the bath bombs in here right now, but you get 4 of these tea lights. These burn for 12 hours. So I put enough for 2 rituals. And then I have aftercare stuff. So you get a full-size oil, you get sprinkling powder full size, you get a big crystal, black onyx crystal, some wax melts that pull your power back. All of this stuff is fixed, used for this purpose. And then a black obsidian knife keychain. Again, carry it with you, put it on your keys. So this is kind of designed to, and I give you step by step, this is how you do the ritual, and this is the aftercare. So you can cut the soul ties, and then there's stuff in there for the aftercare, because a lot of us will cut soul ties and the people record. So I have things in there for you to keep them off of you, and then to kind of ward your space with the sprinkling powder, to keep these energy vampires away from you. So I'm very excited about that kit. I have more kits coming out. I have a line of bath salts. I have a line of bath bombs coming out as well. So I'm super excited about it. That's on my website now. Those items are out now, and then I have more stuff coming out probably within the next few weeks. I am also available for personal readings. During my time away, I caught all the way up on personal readings. I get really overwhelmed when I have a lot of emails. So it's hard for me to, I have 100 million ideas I want to do for my shop, and I talked about this. I have adult ADHD, so I was feeling a lot of overwhelm with things I needed to do outside of YouTube. So I needed to take some time away to do that. But I have come to a place where I'm caught up. So if you want a personal reading with me, definitely get in touch with me. I don't have a long wait list anymore. I'm caught up, so you will be able to get in probably next week. So that's very exciting. I might be able to get you in this week. So yes, that's available to you. We're just going to get started now, Sag. Also, you know, tipping. Love you guys a lot. Appreciate you a lot. I am a small business owner. I am a creative, so I don't have that like steady paycheck. It's very up and down when you run your own business. So any support is very appreciated, and it is nice to know that you guys get something out of this and you want to give me energy back. So I mean, even commenting, supporting, sharing my stuff, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, we will get started. I'm just gonna take these cards because they feel right. I'm also like having some throat chakra issues. What else is new? What else is new? Here they come again. Here they come, Sag. They just can't stay away. It's like every damn reading. Here they come. But that's like what this season is. Hold on, I have tea, guys. My throat chakra is bothering me, which happens when I have this happening. Because they don't want you to share your voice. They don't want you to speak the truth on them. They don't want me to give the tools to other people for how to recognize these people and protect yourself from it. They don't want that. So, you know, they attack the messenger for sure. This is hot tea. Okay. We've got to press on. We've got to get these done. We're still on Halloween. I'm doing these, sorry. Halloween Oracle tarot deck is from Nightmare Before Christmas. I really like this Halloween Oracle. It's only like 34 cards, but I feel like they have a lot of good energy in them, and they're very intuitive, and that's what I kind of need in cards. Because I have a couple decks where like you have to use the guidebook, and I don't like to do those decks in readings. I don't like to use guidebooks in readings. I don't even really like to use them with myself because it just takes too long. So I'm not patient enough for it. So I really like these cards because they have that sort of energy where you can go really deep with some of them. Anyways, so what I get here, you've had some, obviously the energy vampire is wanting to show themselves. The first card coming out is intuition, and the bottom of the deck is synergy and healing. Both of these cards have a pentagram. So I do get with the energy here that there is a need to protect yourself, especially with the white candles behind. White candles are used to purify and heal. They're kind of like a one size meets all type of candle, but really, and you know, if you don't have any other candle, you can use a white for most work. It's not really good for like return to sender though. Not the best. You want to more so lean towards black and red, but for most work, a white candle will work. But when it comes to this, I get there's a need to really protect yourself, especially with the pentagram here, and follow your intuition on that. Because I do get that you have vampires when it comes to your community. Synergy and healing is also a card of using other forms of magic. Like if you're somebody that has been trying to do protective work on yourself, but you're still, you know, these people are still kind of in, you know, this will happen. Vampires are very, very relentless, especially if you are a good source of supply. If you have been a very caring person towards them, you've been somebody with a lot of light that they can drain. If you're somebody that, you know, has provided them with some sort of like financial resources, you helped their image in some way. If you have something they want, they are very relentless. They will harass you for years and years and years. So there's an energy here where somebody really needs to follow their intuition, because this is like water. So this kind of looks like a wave crashing to me. So I get that you've kind of you've been kind of going deep with your emotions. You know, it's the Sagittarius season. It's the solar return for you Sag suns, which is a time that You know, a lot of people, like on your birthday, you're supposed to have a wonderful time, but most birthdays, a lot of people can go into like sadness. And it's because it's really your solar return, your soul. The sun represents your soul in astrology. So the return of your planet is when, you know, it's coming back to where it was when you were born. It's kind of a reflective period. You know, your birthday is really where you sit down and kind of reflect on your growth throughout the last year, where you were, you know, last year, the year before, the year before. So I get here, somebody is kind of going deep when it comes to shadow work, and you are starting to address your blind spots is what it feels like. You downplay your intuition at times, Sag, because you allow your emotions to get the best of you. My guides are saying swept up in the tide. You, especially if you're dealing with somebody that is vampiric in nature and knows how to trigger you, knows how to play on these wounds that you have, you can kind of allow your emotions to overtake you and, you know, get you to ignore your intuition. There's an energy here where you've been working to protect yourself, but with synergy coming up, because with both the pentagrams here, you know, pentagram is a symbol of protection. And with this is similar energy for me that I'm picking up. It's like, I get somebody really likes candles, does a lot of candle magic to protect yourself, to, you know, return to cinder. I get with cauldron coming out, because this really in the deck, it's a card of sometimes we need to try other things when one thing isn't working. So if you're doing candle magic and you're seeing little bursts of results, but it's not really, you know, it's short-lived, or it's not, it's best to do multiple forms of magic at one time. So you do your candle, you do a spiritual bath, you cleanse your house, you tidy up your house, you know, start carrying crystals with you. It's best, especially when you're dealing with somebody that is relentless here. And this person, a spider is coming out with community. So this person is trying to do like spider web magic on you, is basically trying to get you in their web here. And they're also trying to influence how you are viewed within the community. So this is, you know, a typical narcissistic behavior where they run a smear campaign. When you tell a narcissist no, when you stand up to the narcissist, they will start their smear campaign. They will, and the thing is that most energy vampires really like to latch on to people that are kind of keep to themselves, that don't really know their full worth. And during the relationship with the narcissist, this narcissist will act to isolate you. And, you know, it'll be for your own good, that you shouldn't be around that family member anymore because that family member doesn't treat you right and you just don't notice it. And I notice it and I care about you. So you need to back away. You shouldn't be friends with that person anymore because they're not a good friend to you. They're this, and that, or they did something to me personally that you didn't know about and that you don't think really happened, but I'm telling you it happened and you need to believe me. They will slowly isolate you from others. While they're isolating you, they are the energy vampire, which is a narcissistic type of energy. Their goal is to control your world so that they can control you. So if they can control your financial situation, they can control your friends, who you hang out with, who you spend time with, they have ultimate control over you. So if you act out at all, they can punish you. They can take away resources from you. They can make people stop being friends with you. And, you know, if you make the decision to cut them off, that is when they start their smear campaign. They will go all out war trying to ruin your image. So if you are especially somebody that is private, that likes to keep to yourself, that, you know, prefers kind of a small community, the vampires love it because they can really control your image to other people. So there's an energy here that you have started to kind of wake up. You're following your intuition that this isn't somebody you want to be around, that they're not really good for you. And I get that you are trying to do healing work on yourself, but you need to try different angles here. And for some of you, it might even be that you need to kind of get a cauldron because, you know, you can do candles, but you also kind of need a cauldron to do like, you know, this is mine. You can get the cool color sand. Michael's I think it was like $4 or $5 for a thing. I got this cool blue sand. You put like sand in the bottom, and then like you can burn your charcoal discs. You put different herbs on it. I make loose incense myself. In my shop it's available. I like to burn my loose incense. You know, that's a way to spiritually cleanse as well. So not only am I burning a candle, I'm burning incense, I'm setting my intentions. After you burn your candle, if you write petitions, you can then burn your petitions. I really like to do this. Mondays are a really good time to do it, as well if you're doing like a releasing ritual. And I really love to do this outside because you can, and at nighttime is really cool because you can kind of, you know, watch your wishes, watch your petition, you know, the ashes go up. A really great, I think I've talked about this, one of the most fun for me. I enjoy fires. I have. As a fire sign, I'm sure you guys do too. I used to set fires, not like set the house on fire, but I would like hide in the bathroom and like set things on fire sometimes for my own fun. I really liked playing with candles when I was a kid too, so I would like end up with wax everywhere. I never started like a real fire, but I just liked to burn things. My mom would not let me have a lighter. I was only allowed matches. It's fun, and something that's really I like personally is doing, you can either do this for releasing or you can do it for manifesting ritual. Bay leaves. Take a dry bay leaf. When you set them on fire, I wish I had some. I do have some, but they're across the room. They crackle almost like a sparkler, so they're really fun. You take a Sharpie and write on what you want to manifest, like, you know, whatever, new job, you know, new soulmate. Write what you want on the bay leaf, physically on the bay leaf, and then take some tweezers because it does get a little crazy, and burn it outside, especially. I think the waning moon is the best time to do this, but do it outside because Monday is a moon day. And moon, this has to do with your emotions. This has to do with, you have emotional turmoil here that makes you vulnerable to this person. And they're fucking with your emotions too. They're pirating off of your energy by upsetting you. So again, I love candle magic. I am a big fan of candle magic. I always have at least one candle going. I always have a white candle going at my ancestor altar at all times. But I think right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 prayer candles, and then I have 3 like smaller candles going. I have at least a couple going at all times. I love candles, but if you're having some trouble here, Sag, try other ways. Try self-care. Try raising your vibration in different ways. Try listening to healing frequencies, spiritual bath. Try to throw in some other things into the mix here, because I do get that protection rituals are very important for you right now, because Black Cat coming out. Black Cat is a sign of a turn in fate. Something is good is coming in for you. Fortune meets opportunity, especially when it comes to somebody, it might come to like learning something new. You feel kind of called to learning something new. Some of you, it might even be like you want to learn different ways of like, you know, like fortune telling here, because it's scrying, which, you know, tarot cards are one method, but there is scrying in, you know, some people do it in a crystal ball. Some people do it in I think it's typically done with like black obsidian mirrors. You do mirror scrying. Also, I see a bone here. There's throwing bones people use runes. There's so many different ways. And you know, you might be like decent at tarot cards, and then you try runes, and there's even different types of runes, because you have the like Nordic runes, the like classic runes, then you even have witches runes, which are a different type of runes. So if you don't really connect to, you know, the classic runes, witches runes are out there, and they're, you know, a whole different thing. There's so many different ways for you to connect to this. So somebody is going into a time of study, and this study is going to bring you good fortune, better opportunities, especially when it comes to your community. Because for some of you, I get that you might have to end up ditching your old community, because there's a vampire here that is trying to basically ruin your image. But I personally, I mean, I went through this. Anytime you deal with a narcissist and you get rid of a narcissist, there's a resulting smear campaign. There are people, most people will take the narcissist side because the narcissist have been grooming those people to take their side. They've been planning this, you know, betrayal from you, because the whole time you thought this was a loving relationship. You thought that, you know, you were on each other's side. They were plotting against you the whole time. They were cheating on you. They were lying to you. They were manipulating you. They were abusing you. They were working to turn everybody against you the whole time. By the time you finally wake up to it, they already have everybody else wrapped up in their trap. So usually when this happens to me at the point that I was done with the narcissist for good and I never wanted to be involved with them. It was like because he wouldn't let me be friends with my friends. He had a reason why I had to stop being friends with all of my friends. So everybody that I hung out with, I met through him. They were his friends. And, you know, he would throw that in my face every chance he got. Well, they don't even really like you. They're my friends. Which, you know, they liked me fine, sometimes better than him, which was also a problem that we had. Because if I got along with somebody really well, I was flirting with them. Not that they liked me as a person. Again, isolation. Nobody is allowed to form a bond that the narcissist is not in the center of. So this person wants to control your community. But honestly, if somebody is choosing a narcissistic individual over you, they really don't see you for who you are, Sag. They don't, or they're not capable. Because a lot of people that will choose a narcissist are either trauma bonded to the narcissist, they're codependent on something that the narcissist offers them, or they're a narcissist themselves and they get something out of this relationship with the narcissist. And you don't really, like, who gives a fuck? Honestly, by the time I was done with the narcissist, I was more so concerned with, I don't want him to kill me or my dog, so I have to get us out of here to safety. And then it was I'm tired of being harassed and stalked by him, and I fear for our safety even though I have a restraining order. So I don't want even anybody that knows him to have my phone number. I changed my phone number and I just blocked everybody, his family. And I don't want to say close because I wasn't allowed to be close, but I really liked his family. I really liked the people that I connected with him through him, but I knew that I would compromise my own safety and that he had lied to them about me. So for my own well-being, I just let that part of my life go. And that sucked because that was 5 years of my life, but I let it go. And that might be what you're going through here, is that you have a narcissist, because I do get spider is community and web weaving. I do get that this person has kind of infiltrated your circle, infiltrated your community. So this person has basically charmed, or, you know, if they're using spell work, they've glamorized other people to like them, to side with them, and they've been secretly going behind your back and telling everybody that you're abusive anyway. That's what narcissists do. They constantly have to be the center of attention, and they constantly have to separate people. So they don't want anybody that is a mutual friend to be close with you over them, because then you two could get together and talk about the narcissist and realize that you're being told completely different stories, and the narcissist is making up a different personality and trauma story to every single person that they know, and purposely pitting you against each other. So it's a really toxic environment here, but I get that you have good fortune coming to you and good opportunity, but this requires you to follow your intuition, to step up whatever protection spells you're doing. So again, I'm getting with this, for some of you, again, you've been doing candle magic, and especially as a Sag, if you really connect with fire and you find healing in fire, some people even do like candle meditations, where rather than like closing your eyes or trying to visualize when you meditate, they will put a flame in front of them and watch the flame during meditation. And that might be good for you, Sag, because fire signs obviously connect most with the element of fire. So if you really like fire and you find healing and, you know, excitement and fire, you might want to try on top of your candles to get a cauldron. Mine is rusted because I left it outside. I've tried everything. Somebody told me Coke, and I'm gonna try it with Coke. I just haven't had the chance yet. But look at the lid I really like this. This is a cast iron. I got this from a metaphysical shop. I think it was like 30, 40 bucks, but it's a nice size. Look at this. Somebody told me to soak it in Coca-Cola. I'm gonna try it because literally nothing else has worked. I've tried everything. Anyways, try that. And for some reason I'm getting, because this is like a stick, obviously. For some of you, some people like to use wands. The like wands with the crystals on the end. I like to use like a selenite crystal when I'm channeling sometimes, use it as a pointer. Also like will do it on my third eye, and sometimes I even use it as like a fidget toy to help me focus. This is what I prefer, but people actually make crystal wands that are, you know, like nice quality and wrapped with crystals on the ends. You might want to, for some of you, I'm getting that you should get a crystal wand. You know, a lot of people that are like, especially pagans, have, what are they called? I have one kind of, but it's dedicated to my higher self. It's not really something I use in my practice every day. It's for when I'm working with her specifically. You don't need to know. It's it's a complicated story. A lot of people that are pagan, especially in their practice, what are they called? Somebody can comment below. I'm sure you guys know. They have the knife that is like the special knife that you use in all of your rituals. I'm getting somebody has specifically been focused more so on candle magic, and your guides are calling you to, for some of you, it's you need to step up. I don't mean like step up, but if you do cards and you want to take it to the next level, or if you don't connect with cards, for some of you, it's throwing bones. This is something I would love to learn how to do. This is kind of like, this is for very creative people. It more so originated, and it's a hoodoo thing, but it kind of has its roots in Africa, especially cowrie shells. African spirituality, especially Nigerian, they will read fortunes with cowrie shells, puka shells. Throwing bones is more of like a hoodoo, a southern thing, where you'll collect bones or crystals or, you know, different little trinkets here and there that resonate with you in some way, that mean something to you, and you learn how to throw them out. And then by the way that they land, you can predict, you know, what they're trying to say to you. And it's a very kind of complicated but artful skill. I saw somebody on Instagram that was doing this, and I cannot remember because I don't follow her. I just saw it on a reel one day, and I thought that is really fucking cool. She throws bones, and she goes out and like collects animal bones, you know, like deceased animals that are already out, and she, you know, bleaches, well, not, I don't know if she bleaches them, but you know, she boils them, she washes them. Anyways, I think it's so fucking cool, and I would love to learn. I actually have a couple books on it. I just have not had the time. I've been super busy. For some of you, you might want to look into scrying, look into throwing bones, look into runes, look into other forms of divination. You're being called to do that now. And then for some of you, get a cauldron and do some fire magic. And again, this is like specific messages for very particular people, obviously not for everybody. For some of you, you should do work with a wand. You should go and get, it's better to, I really like Etsy for that purpose, because you can, you know, Amazon is obviously like 2-day shipping, 3-day shipping. It's cheap, but most of that is, you know, factory made. It's kind of reproduced. And I think that if that is what you have to work in within your price point, it's better to do that than nothing. But if you have the money for it and you're capable, I think you should support small business owners, especially those that create it, because there's a lot of magic that goes into creating something. You know, with my candles that I make, my prayer candles, they're like over in my like shop area. They're $28 each, and you can go and get one off of Amazon for like, you know, $15, $20. But mine are hand poured by me while I'm meditating. I put my oils that I make handmade into them. I put extra magic in them. I put roots on top, glitter on top that I'm working with my guides and meditating on. And especially if like you put in an order and I'm making something specifically for you, I make all of my oils are made to order. And I work with my guides on what they want. So I put different things in every one, different types of herbs. It's way better to go to a small creator because where your energy goes and financial energy is really important. So if you put it towards making somebody else's dreams come true, especially when it's something you're taking a part of somebody else's magic and putting it in your own practice. So I'm not preaching mine, I don't make wands. But for some of you, you should get one, and there's a lot of cool ones. I've seen them before. There's a lot of cool ones on Etsy. I really like Etsy for that purpose because it's just kind of like a, search engine for handmade stuff, and not everything on Etsy is handmade. But for some of you, you need to get a wand. For others of you, I'm getting like a cinnamon stick. Cinnamon sticks are really good for money magic. Cinnamon is really good for business, as well as allspice is good for business. Cinnamon is also good for protection because it heats things up. So cinnamon can be used for, like love magic, heating up your love life. It can be used for heating up your money, drawing it in a little bit quicker to you, for heating up your business. It heats things, so it's good for protection as well because it's, you use a lot of hot spices and like a hot foot powder where you are making it uncomfortable for somebody to continue to bother you. The goal is to make things uncomfortable for them so that they go away. So for some of you, you need to work more with cinnamon sticks in your practice. I don't know. Anyways, you have some sort of opportunity coming towards you, and it's going to be really good for you here, but it does require you to study. So somebody, whatever you're feeling called to do, and this, for a lot of you, this is like magic that you need to study. You need to kind of study a new form of magic. You've kind of been stuck in one groove, and although it's working for you, for a lot of you, you really need to step up the protection especially. And a pentagram might be relevant as well. Getting some sort of pentagram jewelry and wearing it. Anyways. Yeah, there's some sort of ending has occurred, possibly during Scorpio season. This energy has been pretty consistent for personal readings I do too, is that a lot of people had a hell of a Scorpio season and that new beginnings were coming in Sag season. Especially when it comes to you guys having long-term partnerships, because the card after that is a Gemini card, followed by Pisces and then another Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Gemini or a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Gemini is it's your sister sign. So if you were a Sagittarius rising, Gemini would be your 7th house of marriage, of long-term partnership. Somebody that has kind of been in and out of your life, and this might be a Gemini, but I get that this person has kind of been, I don't know if this is even somebody that you've had a relationship with, because they were kind of immature before, they're coming in as a king, but there's not a lot of emotions. This could even be somebody that you're friends with. This person has not really told you that they have feelings for you. They have a younger energy, Sag, where this person came in and out of your life. And I get more so, it wasn't a really emotional connection. It wasn't really even a passionate connection. I don't even know, you might have not even been intimate with this person, or that wasn't you weren't hooking up that often. That wasn't the center of your relationship, because I get here, it's more so that you guys talked a lot, or you had a lot of witty banter. So I get that you're, you have good conversation with this person. You would connect really well with this person through conversation, but it never really went anywhere. It was because this person was kind of hung up on something else. They weren't really moving towards you because they were hung up, especially when it comes to fear. So this person might have a fear of commitment, a fear of a relationship. There is something that was causing them fear. So they would kind of come in and you guys would kind of connect in an intellectual way, though, in a like friend sort of way. I get almost like this person is younger than you, or they have like an immature energy, but I get that you really enjoyed this person. You did, but there's something from their past that they couldn't get past. So it was like, you know, you might have met this person, or like, you know, been like a situationship where you guys were just kind of texting and it never went anywhere, and then they would just kind of disappear, and they might have like disappeared and came back, disappeared and came back. And again, I get that you guys really connect like personality wise, sense of humor wise. This person is like kind of charming and funny, but there was not like, they did not show you any sort of like, I like you, I'm attracted to you. There was none of that. It was only like they kind of, you know, they might have friend zoned you or just kind of treated you like a friend. This person is starting to recognize they've had some sort of ending in their life and transformation, and they're starting to recognize that they actually do have a lot of feelings for you. If you guys haven't been communicating, they're wanting to talk more and give you more energy here, but they're trying to figure out how to do it. They're kind of like overthinking. Again, it's like this person finally is recognizing that they have feelings for you and that they want to pursue a relationship with you here, but it's like they don't know how to deal with you. This might be an air sign that you're dealing with. They don't know how to deal with you. They're an air sign or maybe like an earth sign, because I get that this person is like, again, they might have like hang-ups when it comes to relationships, that they like prefer to be friends with people, or they prefer to keep things casual because like moving things forward is scary for them. And they might have had like something in the background that from their past that they were hung up about. Yeah, this person took a long time to come towards you, but they're finally starting to recognize that they do have feelings for you and that they do want a commitment with you, but they're kind of waiting because they're trying to plant the seeds with you. Yeah, you've gone cold on this person because they've been cold towards you. They were not only cold, they were immature. So now they're kind of wanting to mature, but they're still cold. You have to follow your intuition with this person, because I get that they're still coming in cold. There's a lot of obstacles that they need to overcome before they can show you how they feel about you. So even if they come back, they might come back and still be cold, Sag. They have, I mean, this person is realizing that they're in love with you. But I get you're going to have to kind of follow your intuition on it, because it's like they're still in an energy where they want to test the waters and they're afraid of rejection. So I don't get that this person is going to come in and like tell you, you know, I'm in love with you, I want to be with you. They're going to come in and kind of like, hey, how are you? How have you been? You know, they're just going to kind of like see how you react to them. Yeah, because they see you as the Empress, but they were dealing with a third party here. This is a third party. They had put a lot of work in this. This might be somebody that they were dealing with at work, that they knew from work. They had some sort of like relationship commitment. For some of them, they might have even been married here, because the King of Swords is a divorcee. They might have even been married to somebody else. Work is involved here. You met this person at work, or you know, they were involved with somebody at work. They want to come towards you now because they recognize there's a soulmate connection here. But again, there's a lot of stuff they have to overcome. Could be a Leo or a Taurus. There is a completion here. And somebody is moving forward. There's a karmic completion that you've been through a lot, and there was a lot of burdens, or this could be your person. Somebody was feeling very burdened, because I get that you had trouble moving forward. Work is involved here. What I'm noticing about the World card is, like, obviously this is a movie I've watched a lot. I know this scene, but like the heart and the jack-o'-lantern are standing out to me. I get your person, or maybe even you, somebody here needed to complete a cycle with not understanding the difference between like love and trickery, because I'm getting like trick or treat here. This person, they have a very immature way of looking at love, and they have a trickster energy where they kind of like to play too much, and they're not comfortable expressing their feelings. So it's almost like this person tries to play games with you to get a reaction out of you. It's like, if Sag, this person's mentality is like, if I can get him or her mad at me, then they have feelings for me. If I can make them jealous, if I can make them react in some way, then that's proof that they have feelings for me, and I don't have to fear rejection. There's a lot of burdens when it comes to making an offer towards you, apologizing towards you, because a cycle had to complete here. And for some of you, a cycle with like opportunities when it comes to work as well, because I get for some of you, you're at a crossroads and you're about to kind of pursue a new, it could be like a new major. You might be going back to school in some way. You're going to go off on something, a new work venture. For some of you, I really genuinely get that it has to do with like healing work. Again, Sag, I get somebody is focusing too much on healing and you're not doing enough protection, because you're trying to heal right now, but I get that you have somebody around you that you really need to do something to protect yourself. Dark energy is afoot here. Anyways. Yeah, somebody wants to communicate their feelings towards you, Sag, but yeah. For some of you, it is a Gemini or a Virgo. There's a turn in fate coming, and you're manifesting a turn in fate, but I do get there's dark energy around you, Sag, or your person. Somebody is starting to awaken and work on healing. So I do definitely get, I sound like a broken record, but this is important. My guides are saying this is important. Somebody has started doing magic recently, and this person likes to use candles a lot, which again, I love candles. Love candles. I've always loved candles of all types. Got into, I make them for a living. The candles are good, yes. And they are helping your intuition. They are helping you to kind of heal. You have a lot of emotional healing you have to kind of get into. But I get that I'm getting it's you, Sag, but take it how it resonates. This could be your person. Somebody out there, you get swept away in your emotions too much. And you are healing, and you're working on healing magic, which is amazing. It's wonderful. And my guides say that's a good thing. Continue doing that. But you have emotional dysregulation, which, like, welcome to the club. Me too. It's a symptom of ADHD. It's a symptom of a lot of, especially if you're neurotypical, if you're not neurotypical, if you're neurodivergent. So if you have, a form of autism, ADHD, or if you have like borderline personality, if you have some of these disorders that make you, it's emotional dysregulation where you have a hard time regulating your emotions. For some of you, this is your problem. And you've been doing the healing work. You've been doing, again, this is for somebody specifically has been doing candles. It's working and it's good, but you are still allowing your emotions to overtake your intuition. So this is an energy where, because this has to do with communicating in a relationship. This can be where, you have relationship trauma. So there's somebody that you have feelings for, you want to pursue this person, but you see them with somebody of the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on, you see them with somebody that you think that they have feelings for. You think that that person could have feelings for them. You lose your shit and you're like, fuck that person. I'm not going to do this anymore. You are allowing your emotions to overtake your intuition, because I get here that you are blowing things out of proportion right now because you are, again, you're struggling to regulate your emotions, and they're overtaking you and they're overtaking your intuition. And this is bigger than your personal healing, because somebody is trying to trigger you on purpose. Somebody is sending you dark energy, Sag, or your person. So on top of doing your healing work, do some protection work as well. And again, for some of you, this is, if you're doing a candle, try some, protection incense. If you, there's a Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Star. You have a destined relationship here, and you're trying to close these cycles of being backstabbed and betrayed, especially as a divine feminine, or when it comes to feminine energy. You're walking away from what doesn't suit you, but there is somebody here that is watching you, and they don't want you. This is a third party energy. They're trying to slow you down. They don't want you, because Three of Pentacles is the architect. This is coming with community. This person does not want you to, Three of Pentacles is the architect. It is the collaboration with others. This person does not want you to find a healthy community to collaborate with, because they don't want you to be happy. This is an energy vampire. They want you sad, miserable, allowing them to abuse you endlessly. They're watching you and intentionally slowing you down. And with this card, they're trying to set traps for you. They know you have a you're destined to go into union. This could be a soulmate or a twin flame. You have a destined relationship here, but you have to close out cycles and walk away from certain things that are holding you back. For some of you, work. For some of you, you need to leave your job. You need to get out of that environment, because the spider also gives me work. Yeah, judgment needs to be called. For some of you, you might work with this karmic and they're purposely interfering with you at work, and you kind of need to just it might even be your boss for some of you. I get somebody has a female boss that it's a weird relationship with that person, and they don't want you to move forward in life, and they intentionally try to stress you out, cause problems for you. This might not even be a romantic situation. For some of you, it is. For some of you, you've hooked up with this person. You have the hots for this person. More so, they have the hots for you, because I don't get that it's really a mutual situation. Somebody does not want you to move forward and do better for yourself, and they try to slow you down and kind of set traps for you. So for some of you, I get that this is it's an older woman. And it might be that this boss is jealous of you in some way. This boss, doesn't want you to succeed. I don't know. Take it out, resonates, guys. Yeah. Some of you need to kind of see the truth in a family situation, but somebody has been coming in and out of your life being immature and tricky here, because they need to find independence from a karmic feminine that may or may not use spell work on them. Blocking them from their success, blocking them from financial success. I hope that you guys are able, I hope that this isn't too many storylines, because I'm getting different energies here. Somebody, you have a destined karmic contract with the divine feminine to be with the divine, not karmic, but you have a soul contract to be with the divine feminine here. But you need to kind of follow your intuition on this. in order to get into union, because there is an energy vampire here that is intentionally causing problems, is doing spiderweb magic, conflict magic, breakup magic. They're causing problems for you. So like I said, somebody is really doing the work to heal themselves. They're doing the work to progress in life. They're working on connecting with their intuition, but it's like they get triggered still. And when they're triggered, it's like all hell breaks loose within them. And like I'm telling you, I understand completely. I have emotional dysregulation where I can sometimes get to where it's like I would rather die than feel this way right now. I have big emotional reactions, but I do not show them, which is worse because I internalize it. And I will not tell people that I'm feeling that way, and I will just go silent, or I will have to leave a situation, or I will just stop talking to somebody for the rest of their life because they did something that really, really triggered me. So I'm not judging you whatsoever. Somebody has a very strong intuition, but it's like when you get triggered, you throw what you know intuitively out the window, and there's somebody wanting to communicate with you, wanting to move things forward with you. This person is not going to come in and tell you that right away. They might come in and be kind of cold towards you. It's because they are also trying to protect themselves. They are also, for some of you, this person has some issues within their family. They were never shown how to love. Maybe their parents really didn't have a loving relationship. Maybe their parents were separated or divorced, never were together. They haven't had healthy relationships modeled to them. So this person does not know how to show love. And again, their form of trying to make sure you care about them is to act childishly to get a reaction out of you, because if you cared about me, you would get upset. I get that whoever this is, they are growing and transforming here, but still, I hope that this has not been a useless reading, Sag. I hope that this is making sense. You need to follow your intuition, because there is a divine feminine here that has a destined partnership. You're destined to go into union with a soul partner, whether it be a soulmate or a twin flame. This is a higher level soulmate, or, twin flame. I don't like to say that word. You have to follow your intuition on it, because this person has a hard time communicating their feelings. So they might come off as cold, or, come off as that they just want to be friends. This person has a lot of feelings for you. They don't know how to tell you that. And I get that you mirror each other, and that you both struggle emotionally, and you both allow your emotions to cloud your judgment sometimes. And there is somebody here doing conflict magic, doing breakup spells. So I get that not only do the healing work, continue to do whatever magic that you're doing, because I get that it's working. Step up the protection in some way. And if the candles that you're doing are protection candles, like I said, try doing, for some of you, do an uncrossing candle and do an uncrossing bath at the same time. For some of you, you need to do up the protection when you're leaving your home, especially if this person knows where you live, the energy vampire, because they might have planted something on your property. It's an energy where you just gotta find additional ways to protect yourself, because somebody is sending conflict magic to you. And I do get that if it's meant to be, it'll be, but this is a karmic lesson for you, that fortune meets opportunity. You have to go after this. You have to, this relationship isn't just going to land in your lap. Somebody's wanting to come towards you and communicate, but if you want to make that relationship work, you have to kind of be open to it and meet them halfway. And if this is somebody that has played games before, you have to follow your intuition. Is this person still playing games with me, or is this person serious this time? And don't fall for, nice words. Watch somebody's actions, especially this person struggles with their words. So they're probably going to show you more with their actions, because I do get this person coming towards you wants to talk more, and they want to spend more time with you. So they might not come right out and say that, I want to be with you, I'm in love with you, but they're going to start talking to you, they're going to be consistent with you, and they are going to consistently spend time with you. And as this person gets comfortable, I get that they are going to slowly open up to you, but don't expect so much out of them emotionally if this person is not comfortable expressing their emotions. Kind of meet them halfway if that's a relationship you intuitively feel you want to pursue. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Happy birthday, everybody. Bye.